everyone, you are watching the Bharat and I am Divya presenting you today's news bulletin. Let's start with some important headline first. Gujarat election phase 2, 4.75 polling in Gujarat till 9 am. PM Modi congratulates Election Commission. 8 ex-Navy of India imprisoned in the Qatar for 95 days will remain closed for one more month. Discussion of uncle's crime after nephew. The soul will tremble knowing this murder happened 24 years ago. India versus Bangladesh first ODI. India lost due to Rahul dropping the catch. Bangladesh won ODIs against Team India after 7 years. Now news in detail. Voting for the second phase is going on today on 93 seats in 14 districts of Gujarat. PM Modi and Union Home Minister Amit Shah will vote in the Ahmedabad today. The districts for polling will be held include Banaskantha, Patan, Mehsana, Sabarkantha, Aravali, Gandhinagar, Ahmedabad, Anand, Kheda, Mahisagar, Panch, Mahal, Dahod and Chota Udaipur. Addressing the media after the casting the election in Ahmedabad, PM Modi said that this is a festival of democracy and the voters celebrate it with the enthusiasm. I congratulate you for this. I also congratulate the Election Commission that they have developed a great tradition of conducting election in a very admirable manner that enhance the prestige of the India's democracy all over the world. Karnataka CM Basavaraj Bommai has responded to Congress leader Rahul Gandhi's allegation on Sangh and BJP regarding Jai Shri Ram slogan. Hitting back at Rahul, Bommai said that Rahul Gandhi does not have complete knowledge about the RSS. Bommai said that the RSS also has a women's wing called Durga Sela. We do any program by chanting Bharat Mata Ki Jai. Rahul Gandhi alleged that BJP do not say Siya Ram. They only said Jai Shri Ram and there is no women wing of RSS and BJP. German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock reached Delhi today on a 2-day visit to India. Here Foreign Minister as will meet many leaders including Jaishankar. Before reaching Delhi, he said that the India is a rising economic power and a solid democracy. He is a role model for many countries. Baerbock said that despite all internal and social challenges, India is a role model and a bridge for many countries of the world. India is also a natural partner of Germany. India's tie with China and the fallout of Russia's war on Ukraine are likely to figure in talk about Internal Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar and his German counterpart Annalena Baerbock. Now some international news. The release of 8 foreigner Indian Navy personnel imprisoned in the Qatar for over 90 days hang in a balance. Despite repeat effort, the government of India is not able to get them out of the grip of Qatar. But in the midst of all this, the family of the victims have given another dispute. According to the family, after hearing in the court, the custody of all the foreigner marines has been extended for one more month. That is, the hope of their release has been dashed once again. Family members said that on what charges all of them have been detained and its information has not been received yet. More than 80% people are in a favor of the pardon the 2-day whistleblowers who leaked the information of the US military and intelligence department, while 19.5% people do not want to be pardoned by the Biden government. In fact, on Sunday, Elon Musk conducted a Twitter poll on Sunday morning. In this, he wanted to know the opinion of the public regarding the pardon given to the whistleblower Edward Snowden and the WikiLeaks co-founder. Both had leaked the information of the US Army and the intelligence department, after which both are the exiled from America. We'll be back after a short break.
ITM हमारा इसमें बहती ज्ञान की गंगा है, इसमें रहती प्रेम की यमुना है, सिद्धांतों का उच्च हिमालय है, भक्ति सिखाता एक तिरंगा है, गुरुकुल जैसा प्यारा ये ITM हमारा, सच्चे सपनों सा प्यारा ये ITM हमारा, ITM हमारा ये इंस्टीट्यूट हमारा, सच्चे सपनों सा प्यारा ये ITM हमारा, ITM हमारा ये इंस्टीट्यूट हमारा, सच्चे सपनों सा प्यारा ये ITM हमारा.
Welcome back to the Bharat. Moving ahead in the news, let's talk about some major news of Uttarakhand. Devendra Arora Akka Nikku Dai, the notorious person of the 80s whose terror was not only in Dehradun at that time, but even the big rocks of western Uttar Pradesh started getting scared of him. He also had a link with the underworld in Mumbai. When Nikku Dai's nephew Vineet was accused of killing Vipin Rawat. 24 years after his dad, this name started being discussed again. Everyone is treating it like Nikku Dai's first crime. Actually, the crime of Vineet Puneet's uncle also started with a murder. However, he did not commit this murder in the hang, but to avenge his father thrashing. It is all about the year 1981. Devendra Arora used to sit at a juice shop with his father. At that time, some miscreants in the city used to extort money from the traders. On Saturday, there was a protest in the front of Raj Bhavan against the Ankita Bhandari murder case. The mob had a scuffle with the police in a sensitive area. Due to the negligence in security, the officials were worried and then the security of area was reviewed. SSP Dalip Singh Kumar said that on the instruction of the DGP, the security arrangement have been further tightened. Now 2 more barricades have been installed on the both sides near the Raj Bhavan and CM residence. Police in plain clothes have been deployed on these. No one will come out on the path without checking. If 5 or more people are found standing, legal action will be taken against them. Now entertainment news. Ajay Devgan Tabu's terror film Drishyam 2 is not stopping at the box office. The film is moving at the very fast pace toward touching the rupees 200 crore mark at the domestic box office. The film Drishyam 2 has completed 17 days of its release today in a grand style. The craze of the film is still intact among the according to the initial figure. The film has collected rupees 10.20 crore on the third Sunday, 17th day. Now sports news. Bangladesh defeated India by 1 wicket in the first match of the 3-match ODI series. Batting first after losing the toss, the India team was reduced to 186 runs in the 41.2 overs. KL Rahul scored the highest 73 runs. In response, at once Team India was in a strong position. He has dropped Bangladesh 9 wickets at 136. However, after this, the Indian team made big mistake on the field and let the match slip out of their hands. KL Rahul dropped a simple catch of the Mehdi Hassan Miraz, the hero of Bangladesh victory, in the 43rd over. At the same time, Miraz was batting on 15 runs. Taking advantage of this, Miraz and Mustafizur Rahman shared the unbeaten 51-run partnership for the 10th last wicket. That's all for today. Thank you for watching the Bharat.